Alright, we're doing a service oil change on a 2016 Land Rover, Range Rover. This is the TD6 diesel, 3-liter V6 diesel. So I've got the thing open. The oil filter is back in there. I don't know if you can see it. And then normally, the dealership, they suck the oil out through here. But you have to have some sort of vacuum system to pull the oil out. So I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned style and pull this bottom skid plate off, and then it'll expose the oil pan. We can drain it just like normal. Alright, so I rigged up something to suck the oil out of this. So I've got this, it's actually a pump, but I've hooked it to my vacuum pump. So I'm sucking the oil out. It comes out of the top of the engine here. So that's the port where you suck the oil out. So we're sucking it into here. Hopefully that'll work. So it looks like we got it working. It's 5 liters up to there. You can see there with the light behind it. You see where the oil's at. So it's working good. I just put a hose on here and I took off the old pressure release there. I had to seal up around here because it was sucking air in around the pump handle. So it's not really made for this, but it's working. Alright, so we're pulling the thing off. I gotta be careful here because it's barely fits. Alright, so this is the old filter. Comes out of this housing right here. So we gotta get this O-ring off of here. It's going to be difficult to do with one hand, so I got some sort of little munchkin over here to hold the camera. So that's the old O-ring. The new filter comes with a new O-ring. So this is a new filter. Filter looks like. So we're going to get some oil on it. Some oil on it. So I'm going to dip that in the oil. Oily. It's oily, so it doesn't want to go. And make sure it goes down in that slot. So then you take the new filter, push it down in there, and this will go down in the filter housing back here. Stupid little tag back here, you make sure it gets caught in the threads. lighting up. Alright, it was a little bit of a pain to get that started. Here. Alright, just snug it down and then we'll torque it. It says 25 plus 5 Newton meters. Put 6 liters of 5W30. This is diesel engine oil. This is liquid moly into the engine. I like these ones, they got a nice spout on them. Alright, so it's about 18 foot-pounds there. It's not much, you can tell. See, probably already a little too tight, but should be all set. It's torqued there. We got 5 liters in it. I'm going to run a little bit to check the level and then see if I need to add more. Alright, now we're inside. We need to reset the service minder light. So you have to have the hood open, the driver's door open. Don't put your foot on the brake pedal and hit the start button or ignition. And then it says put your foot on the accelerator pedal and the brake pedal for 30 seconds. Alright, so we're changing the pollen filter on here. We got the, this is the glove box drop down. You got to push these little tabs down on both sides right there to open the glove box. But then you got to get up under this little cover to access the pollen filter. Well, to do that, you got to turn the car on. And then it says to push and hold the recirc button. And there it goes. And it's supposed to stay up there. So there we go. So now we can get in here and release the filter. If that thing just comes out of that, if it's this whole thing. I don't know if I got the right one. I must have to come out of that. It's got to come out of that plastic cage. Oh shoot, if I would have read all these instructions, it would have told me all this. Of course, it's not quite right. So I probably need 2 hands for this. So, all right. So I had to read the instructions a little bit. This is not that bad. So you just kind of push this over, pull this out of that cage. This thing weighs about twice as much as that thing, so I know it's working. So that says up to. This is a Wix filter, not a. But it's got an up arrow on there. So you just want to make sure. Put it back in there, up arrow, and then we'll slip it back in the housing here. Oh, it went back down, that mother hubbard. So we gotta do this again. So push and hold it, there it goes. I have to sit there and hold it for 3 seconds for it to, it said till it flashes. don't see it flashing. Probably want to turn that off. That snaps down in there. That's it. Turn that back off. Close it. There we go. That's pretty cool. That's it. We'll put all the stuff back in the glove box.